So I had to add about a quart of oil just to get it to barely register. It's not a good sign. And we are here in nasty. Something's I'm not even gonna try and start this. So when we got a bike like this, it just needs to be a lot done. So we need to build up an estimate to fit the budget, see what we can and cannot do. Got a whopping 0 out of there. So I'm gonna do the leak down just so I can, it could be blowing past the rings, piston could be shot, head could be fine. I don't want to do one and then put it back together and have the other one need servicing too. So before I tear it down, I'm gonna put the leak down tester, of course. Check the radiator, make sure the head guy is not leaking past the cylinder head gasket. Listening inside the crank, but all the leakage is coming out the exhaust and the intake. So I'm gonna take the cylinder head cover off, check for valve clearance. If it's too tight, that's gonna hang up the valve and all the pressure, all the air is gonna blow past. But all right, so the noise is the cam chain. It jumped timing. So now we gotta check for bent valve. So obviously we're gonna replace the cam chain and the tensioner. I'm gonna recommend a manual tensioner. Cam is spun, so I can't get it on the right position. So I'll just take the cam out and then I'll do another leak down test. So normally we would take this middle one out and then the adjuster's in there so you can loosen it up, so then you can take the 2 bolts off without it cocking all the way out. I just left it like this because I was assuming that it was not engaged, given the tensioner, well, the chain was slacked. So yeah, you can see that, yeah, I didn't even, it got stuck or went out because it's not even, this thing should be pushed out way far. That bearing's shot. You can see the needle bearing is missing a couple rollers. So that's where that shaving's coming from. Scorching on the actual cam lobes, but it's not bad. This is all because of lack of lubrication. So we're gonna have to replace this. So it's not leaking past the exhaust valves anymore, but we do have leakage out the intake valves, and it's all coming out the rings. So top end rebuild plus intake valves. These go to the machinist, have the seats cut, new valves, new exhaust and intake, reshim, new piston, rings, make sure the cylinder wall's good, gasket kit. That oil is so bad and there wasn't even much in there. Tucked her in already, but there's no free play on the bottom end on the crank. So even though there was not a lot of oil in here, it could be good with just doing the top end. New cam chain, tensioner, piston rings, valves, seals, and gaskets.